Okay, before we get started, I'm going to disconnect the negative battery terminal off the battery because we will be working with airbag components. So first we're going to disconnect the negative terminal of the battery so we can make sure we don't short anything or we don't activate the airbag when working in that area. Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to do is going to remove the glove compartment. Okay, we're going to get this out the way so we can have access to the airbag, because we do have to remove the airbag as well as this vent here to get to the actuator, because the actuator is about around this area here. So we got to remove the glove compartment first. To remove the glove compartment, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is just push this. You see that? That's the only thing that's holding the glove compartment to the dash. So if you just give it a little push like that, it should come down. So all you got to do is just hang it, okay, leave it there, and now you see you have access to the inner components. So next we got to remove the airbag. Okay, so the airbag bolts are located, you have one right there, you have the other one right there. They're two 10mm bolts, so we're going to put an extension to get to those bolts, and we're going to take them out. Good thing it fell on the floor here and not somewhere where I couldn't find it. Now that we have taken those two bolts out, we're going to take these vents, both of these vents out, because there's some more hidden bolts for the airbag here. I believe there's two, one on this side and one on this side. So in order to get this out, I used just a panel popper, gently pushing on the edges, making sure I don't damage the trim. It should come out as so, one assembly like that. And now you're going to do that to the other one. Okay, now to get to these bolts, once you take both of the vents out, they're going to be through the inside. So if you put your hand in here, you'll be able to feel another 10mm here, and you'll be able to feel another one through this side. So try to get a ratchet in there, a small one, you know, a quarter, to get to these bolts. But once you get these bolts unloosened, the airbag should come right out. Okay guys, as you can see, I have removed the airbag. It seems a little difficult to get to those bolts in the back of here, but I just used a small 1/4-inch ratchet with a 2-inch extension and a 10mm. You loosen them, and then they're real easy to unfasten with your hands on both sides. So now we're going to take the airbag out. Before you're able to take the airbag out, you got to disconnect that connector there. Okay, you got to take out that plastic lock first, and then you disconnect that plug, and the airbag should come out. Now that we have that plug removed, we have to, you see in the wire harness, you have a plastic clip that goes on the body, as you can see right there. And you also have one right there. So take a panel popper to remove those so that we can move the wire harness out the way, because as you can see, now that you took those clips out the wire harness, now we can move it out the way. As you can see, I moved it closer to me so that I can see my actuator, and as you can see, the plug is right there, and I can see one of the bolts. That's the actuator we're going to replace. Okay guys, as you can see, the actuator is over there. I've already removed the plug. It's just a little push tab and you remove it. Now I see that there's a bolt in the back there, and there's also one on this side. Okay guys, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I've already managed to take one of the bolts of the actuator. What you're gonna need is you're going to need a very thin 1/4 inch ratchet. I'm using this one, or you can use something even thinner. You can compare. The thinner the better. You're gonna need a size 6mm, and if you can have somebody help you out in putting this up, you know, maybe with a long screwdriver, flathead, you can help just put a little bit of pressure so you can give you a little bit more clearance on the actuator bolt down there. It's a bit tricky, but it can be done. Hey guys, I apologize, but my phone ran out of battery, but I still had to do the job, so I already installed the actuator. Just a few tips for you guys. I had to take this off, you know, this for the passenger side airbag key, and I also had to take this off, or at least move it out the way, because the bolt for the actuator that's on this side, I had to reach my hand inside through here so that I could, you know, wiggle the bolt so I can hold the ratchet in place, you know, so it can actually turn. You know, it is a bit difficult, but it can be done. Also, if you have help, have somebody use a screwdriver, a long, thick screwdriver, flathead, to pry the ventilation distributor up so it can give you more access to the actuator bolt. So have them just stick the screwdriver in there, pry the air distribution up so it can give you a little bit more access, so you can put your ratchet inside and slowly, patiently turn that screw. It's not easy, but it can be done. Just have patience and turn that screw little by little. Once you take the old one out, put the new one in, and like I said, have somebody pry the air distribution up, the plastic up, so that you can have more access, because if you can stick your hand in through here and through over here, you'll really be able to get a good grip on the bolts. Sorry I wasn't able to get this on camera, but I needed to finish this vehicle, and my camera or my phone ran out of battery. So I hope what I did record you got something out of, and that prohibits you from actually taking the whole dash out. So subscribe to my channel, and I'll be posting more videos soon. Thank you.